In this video today guys, I'm going to explain why hardly any of the pro players out there are currently using the range of 360Hz monitors on the market, and instead what they're choosing to do is actually downgrade back to their 240Hz ones for a few different important reasons, which I will be covering in this video today. So if you do enjoy or you do learn something new, then feel free to let me know by dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel if you are new around here. That would help me out a ton guys, and it really would be appreciated. But yeah, getting straight into it guys, the main reason for why pro players are not using 360Hz monitors right now is basically because they suck at this moment in time. That's right guys, the number one reason for them sucking is the technology inside of them, specifically the panels. If you didn't know already, the majority of 360Hz monitors use the ISP panels, whereas in 240Hz monitors, the majority of them use the TN panels, especially the more popular ones like the Zowie BenQ monitors such as the XL2546K. If we quickly compare the two panels, so the IPS versus the TN panels, you'll notice that with the IPS panel, these do really great at colours but not so much with performance, as what they do is they make the display look a lot more realistic with the richer colour, better colour accuracy, contrast, and it's all viewable no matter what the viewing angle is, by the way, so that does really well at colours. But if we go over to TN panels, you'll notice with these the performance is a lot better but the colours aren't as great. The colours are a lot more duller in comparison to the IPS, again for performance wise, so low refresh rate, response time, all that stuff, it's a lot more superior on the TN panels rather than the IPS. Overall, in conclusion guys, you'll find that the best picture quality is found on the IPS panel, but for performance wise, so low response time and all that stuff, is better on the TN panels, and that's especially true when it supports technology such as DIAC, which again is found on very popular legendary monitors like the BenQ XL2546K, which Mongrel is still by the way using to this day. He never switched to a 360Hz, he is still on this monitor as we speak. Moving on from the technology though, the second point that I want to make is performance, and with this guys, as many of you will know already, in order to take advantage of a high refresh rate monitor such as a 360Hz one, you obviously need to maintain a high FPS limit in game for a smooth experience. Obviously it's better for your FPS to be higher than your refresh rate just anyway, but if your FPS isn't even reaching like 360, for example in games like Fortnite, you will have a very bad experience and it will not be smooth at all for you. It'll be very inconsistent. This by the way actually happened to Bugger. He, if you'll remember, he got a 360Hz monitor, but he shortly returned back to a 240Hz monitor after realizing that he can't achieve a consistent 360 FPS in Fortnite endgames as you'd imagine. Even with his beastly PC, I think he's got like the top of the line CPU, graphics card, I think he's got the 3090 and just absolute beast PC specs, he can't even reach that constant frame rate. So because of that and the inconsistencies he was having, he decided to return back to his 240Hz monitor. Moving on from performance, we've now got the third and final point that I want to make, and this is the price tag of the 360Hz monitors. Currently guys, I think that these are heavily overpriced. Like if you check places like Amazon or even just the manufacturers' websites in themselves, you'll see them charging upwards of £800 for something that's essentially still new technology within region. I know they've been out for a while now, but still the technology in them, like I mentioned with the panels for example, it hasn't really evolved that much. The only thing that you're really paying for right now is the 360Hz, but not the other features that make a monitor so good. Like if we take, again, I keep on using this example, but if we take the legendary BenQ XL2546K, that had a great refresh rate, but it also had great technology with it, and it made it overall a really high performing monitor at a reasonable price. If we compare it to these monitors on screen right here, they're sort of good monitors, but I don't think in any way are they justified for £800 like at all. I think that's way too expensive, and I think realistically they should be priced at no more than £500 at the minute as we speak. Once you bring in these other features that make the monitor like so good, such as the TN panels and other technology, that's when you can charge these crazy prices like £800. Right now they're just not justified at all, and that is just one of the many reasons for why pro players are not choosing to upgrade to 360Hz and would rather stay on 240Hz monitors. Guys, I hope you learned something new in this video. If you did, feel free to drop a like on the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.